there, lovely ladies, I'm back again with another video. I've just lit the log fire because it's very cold, so if there's something crackling in the background, that's what it will be. Okay, so I have been making some teapot hat pins, and they're really cute. So I've been putting the little glass beads underneath the actual little findings, and the findings, I think that's what they're called, are teapots. So you have a little top, which is a pot, part of the teapot, and then underneath you have the legs of the teapot, and I really enjoyed making these. I wanted to have them ready for the giveaway, so but I have got loads of these actually. So you can see the little teapot there, and they're so cute, I just couldn't resist them. And I bought them on eBay, and I've got loads and loads of teapot hat pins. So there's plenty to go around, and I will be making a lot more of these as well. So I think that's a really pretty one. And they've all got these cute little teapots on them. Isn't that lovely? With glass beads underneath. And they're just unusual, and I really, really liked them. So what I did was I had a whole day making hat pins, and that's why the giveaway is slightly behind schedule, but I have throw them on there, girl. I just have all these hat pins for you. Right, and here is a great big bunch. These are super duper long. They're probably about 24, maybe more, inches long. That one has a vintage brooch on the top, so it shows you how big they are. And I've got to add a few more things to these yet, but I'm very pleased the way they've turned out. I think that vintage brooch looks really pretty on top of that one. There's flowers going on there and some bling. So these are sort of the big blue ones. I don't know why I went for blue with the bigger ones, but I need to add some more goodies to these, I think, and they're just non-teapot ones that I've made. So those little teapot ones are really, really cute, and they will certainly be a couple in the giveaway at least. So I like that pink. I think it's really pretty. That one's got a rose on top of it, and then that one looks kind of Middle Eastern, the purpley one, which is nice. So what's next for you? Okay, I have that, I don't know if you saw that for the first time I tried to do some pocket envelopes, and they're just plain white envelopes, and I tea-dyed them, and then I did I got out I've got a drawer of makeup, and I had an eyeshadow in there which was a goldy brown. I'm very much into the smoky eye look, so I have plenty of eyeshadow, and I grabbed one out the drawer and went round the outside of this and put an old fabric doily that I had, and I kind of shabby chic with my scissors. I scraped all the top of it so when it was all frayed, and then I was quite pleased with it. But I did mention to some ladies about using a little bit of Mod Podge with the eyeshadow. Now, I've never ever used cardstock or used any dyes or anything. I'm not really up on anything like that. When people talk about glimmer mist and, all of these other things, I've got no idea what people are talking about. So that's why I used my brown eyeshadow and aged it with that. But yes, it does get on your fingers if you're not careful. I ended up not touching the Mod Podge or anything. I just got my brush out, and then it sort of seemed to work for me then. So this is a 3-pocket one, and it's a lighter one. I took more time doing this because I've made a mixed media design with this one, and that's going to hold 3 lots of cards. But I desperately need to put a button or a very pretty rose, handmade rose, just there at the top there, because it needs something where it ties up there. But yeah, I think they're quite pretty, these pockets, and very useful as well. And they will be going away in one of the journals for the giveaway that I am holding tomorrow. So I just thought I would chuck it all on the table today and just show you what's happening. So I have a big pile of cards, clearly, and some of them I've hand decorated and some of them I haven't. These are from some teddy bear range, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. So some of these cards are not my taste. I know a lot of people, like the some of these type of old-fashioned ones, but I just love the fairy ones, and I've used doilies, and I've used all sorts of lovely kind of, sort of sparkle and all sorts of lovely things on them. So I'll just get those out of the way. Okay, here are some ones I have decorated, and that's a little fairy girl with a doll, clearly, and some old doily pieces around her. This has red lace on, and that one has sparkly bits and sari silk, and lots of different bits and pieces out of my stash. And I just keep, I went through a phase where I was decorating a lot of cards and just keeping them. That has an iron-on butterfly on the front, and that one has some sparkly pieces, and as you can see, some odds and ends out of my stash, just to give it that bit more of an interest. The flowers on that one were all off doilies that were from the 50s. That one's really cute, the little girl on the moon there, and that's the lovely red. I don't normally use that brighter red, although I do love the colour. That's a bright red lace one. These are going in the giveaway, by the way. That's the reason for me bringing them out. And yes, I love that little one with the girl on, and there's another one there with some sparkles on, and just a few bits and pieces from my stash again. And there's another one. All of these cards that I've had for a while, they do take a while to hand decorate, and they're all going in the giveaway, which I will give you some information on, hopefully soon in the video. That one's a particularly pretty one with some goodies from my stash, some hand-dyed doilies on that one, and just some pretty bits and pieces. And they all smell absolutely gorgeous because I've had them kept in a bag which has rose oil on it. So they do smell really pretty, and they should do because, they're very fairy-like and lovely. So I think they're very pretty cards. I don't consider this cardstock because I've just bought a giant album, like I said. So it's from Tilda, and I can't wait for it to arrive. I thought the mailman was bringing it today, and I rushed to the door, and he didn't bring it. He brought me some calico. So anyway, I've got something else to show you here. I'm making some cushions for 3 beautiful little girls, and I'm not going to mention anything, but they are going to America, and I've been making these, and they're made with love because they're going to children. And of course, I have 3 daughters, and they're grown up, so they're big girls now. They're not little anymore. I wish they were, but they're not. And so I wanted to do something for 3 little girls, and this is what I've done. So I've made them unicorn cushions with some very girly things. I know what little girls like, clearly, because as a mum of 3 girls, and I've put some nice bits and pieces that I think my children would have liked around the side of the cushions. And the back is a really lovely fabric that I have bought for these cushions. It's got a small, slight sparkle to it, which does not fall off at all. That's important because, you don't want children having sparkle on their fingers. And it's also, they're stuffed with fire resistant stuffing, which is a really soft and, good stuffing. And they're just really pretty. So I just thought I'd show you those. And here is a little fairy book that I've made for them, and it has beautiful vintage lace at the front with roses on and sparkly pieces, everything that little girls love, and big girls too. So that's what I've been doing this week, making the hat pins and finishing off this little fairy book, which I really do hope they love. And it smells beautiful, not overly done. There's a lovely tea-dyed butterfly with sparkles on there, and I've just sent some off to Marlene. I hope she likes them. I certainly do. And there's a little owl iron-on sticker there, and a fairy, of course, in green, and she's in a fairy garden. And it's just a pretty book, and I've made it so it stands up. So it will actually stand up on the dressing table or whatever is in the child's room, and she can just stand that up, and it'll make her room look really cozy and pretty, and I just hope that they like it. Okay, I've put together a kit as well, just a small little kit for the girls, and they can make their own wall hanging. And I've put some more of the unicorn cushion things in there, some very lovely sparkle, some more unicorns, and some more fairies, some more fairy flower things. And what else have I got? Oh yes, I've got some fabric left over, so I'm going to send that off, and some fairies. So basically it's a kit I've put together with some lace and other things. Okay, last night was quite hilarious because I decided, well, I hadn't had any sleep the night before, not a wink, and I was really exhausted and very tired. But I had this ingenious idea, which wasn't, it's quite funny because if you notice my hands, they're a shade of pink, and I quite like them that colour. But anyway, I did some tea-dyed paper, and what I did was I used some food colouring, so I used pink and I used a woodland brown, and that's going, I just thought I'd show you that beautiful great big piece of rice paper there, because the rice paper will be going on some of these. So these are more browner, but there's brown edges and kind of a dusky sort of vintage pink. So I've used woodland brown food colouring and rose food colouring, and I put loads of rose in, but you can variate, and I've never done it before, never heard of it before. It's just that I was running out of tea bags, to be perfectly honest with you, so I just used the food colouring. But I've got plenty of tea bags because my hubby went and bought me some this morning. So yeah, and they came out lovely because they've got brown streaks in them, and then they've got the vintage dusky pink. So I'm not going to use tea for a while. I'm going to experiment with food colouring. And I haven't heard of it before. I'm sure it's been done 1,000 times, but I've not heard of it. So I just went in my very tired state last night and got out my great big bowl, and I just put in some paper and put the woodland brown food colouring in, and then the rose vintage pink. So I love them, and they're going to be covered, most of them are covered in the that lovely rice paper. Now I've got to quickly change the subject about the giveaway. So it will be tomorrow, okay? And I might come back very quickly with a quick video on the giveaway. I'm going to have to do because it is tomorrow. So I hope you like the tea-dyed paper, the food colouring paper, and that's red in the middle, which is that from the rose pink. It's a kind of a reddy colour. Hope you can see it there on camera. So I'm just going to do a very quick video after this one on the giveaway tomorrow. And I know I've got some new subscribers. Thank you very much, and you're extremely welcome. And you know, I'm sure a lot of you ladies know them already, but and I will talk to you in just a few minutes when this is uploaded to YouTube about the giveaway. Bye for now.